baby. I think I want to marry you. I love this song. Good morning, soul family. Look in your eyes. Love this song. It's a happy one. Who cares, baby? I think I want to marry you. Yeah. That's the song we start with. Right before it was Miss Independent. Miss or Mr. Independent. Messed around and fell in love. And then I think I want to marry you. And now, too fast to prepare for this. Woo! Everybody waiting for the baller man. Whip, whip. Hit me, hold me like a ripcord. This is like, I'm ready for, I'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Yeah. I'll do whatever it takes. All right, so those are our beginning songs, and they couldn't be more positive. They're fun, they're positive, they're optimistic, they're confident, they're I'm ready to roll. I may not have realized that this was the way things were going to end up, but damn, I'm going for it, right? That's what it is, whatever it is for you in your life. So, this morning I heard that my babe needed his third eye. He needed healing in his third eye and his crown chakra. And it's interesting because when we first got together, we spoke about that, the pineal gland, the importance of the pineal gland. And I was thinking about, it's time for me to start working on my avian crystal clusters, which I have not worked on for quite a while. I'm going to go up to the mountains tomorrow to do our weekly reading. I've been kneading the ferns. I'll show you here. Here's me and my babe in our woodsy tree house. And I thought, yesterday when I started talking about the forest and the trees and the mountains, and I started crying. I started talking about home. I need to get up to the mountains. I need to get up home. So what I need to also do is I need to work on and I'm getting prickles in my hands right now. I need to work on Merlin's shamanic tools. And Merlin, of course, is my twin. And the avian crystal cones is what needs to be worked on. And it's about getting us grounded. It's about getting our feet planted firmly on the ground and getting connected to spirit, and we can't do that in any better place than in nature. My friend Sandy and I were talking this morning. God, I wish I could visit her or be close to her. She lives in Georgia. Remember I kept getting Georgia yesterday? And it talks about Georgia means the farmer. The farmer, it means, and the green man. I mean, it's talking about getting into nature. And I said, you need to get out into nature. And she sent me a couple videos and of her. She sent me a couple videos of her out in nature. And so here we are. This is if you don't have a forest near you, this is my first avian crystal cone that I made. This is Merlin the Magician's first shamanic meditation tool. And what you see here is all of the petals at the top of the cone, right at the crown. This is a crown chakra. And I've got all of these crystals, healing crystals that are in the crown, and I've got a selenite wand which is clearing and charging all of them. And I've got, you can even see if you look up close, there's even the sap still on the cones and a little bit of moss from nature. And these are the avian the feathers that spirit has dropped down so you get the benefits of the wisdom and the power of these animal messengers that come forward, which helps you go to spirit. It helps take you up to your higher self to connect. It helps you with astral travel. An amazing grounding meditative tool. And the crystals that are, every single crystal, you're getting the power and the healing of every single crystal within. So I'm going to be getting back to work on that. Spirit is saying, it's time to start getting creative. Here, let me get up close. I even have, there's a little tool, or a little charm. This one's a gold key. Also a feather. So the key to whatever it is that you need, are within these crystals, within spirit, within the avian messengers. And there's a feather that takes you up, helps you fly into spirit. Go ahead and listen on my page. It's under Merlin the Magician's Shamanic Healing Avian Crystal Cone. Oops, sorry. It's over there. So it just made me realize that that's what I need to be doing right now. My twin is needing help with his third eye and his crown chakra. And as a Reiki master, I have sent Reiki energy. I'll show you what you can do yourself if you are if you do Reiki. I charged my wand, right? This crystal, because a clear quartz crystal is a carrier and it's an amplifier of the energy. And I charged this. I called on the Father and I asked for full unconditional love, as much healing energy as possible that could go through to me, to this, as I was holding it. As you can see, this is from the sea. I am the mermaid. So my Merlin, my green man of the forest, is connected to the mermaid. This is us. And we have a connection to Atlantis and Lemuria, but also to the forest. Brackish water, I've told you guys before, brackish water, which is where the water runs into the sea. So the forest and the sea combined together. So I've charged this, and then I called upon the Reiki masters and filled it with as much healing energy. And then I asked him, babe, open up, I'm channeling you. This was our deal. This is what we said to each other. And I charged it into this. And then I charged every one of these crystals. And I pointed it at all of the ones from the forest, the heart chakra, the healing. Every single crystal here, the powerful crystal clusters, the galactic crystal cluster, all of the Lemurian crystals, everything was charged, and now they're all touching one another. I touched this to that, and every one of them are touching to him, and his third eye and his crown are lit up. And this is my mother. My mother said that she would assist. My mother is in spirit. It's also our full angelic team. I called upon Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael. These are our avian guides that help us, all of the ones that came forward, because when the great wave comes, go to the mountain. Everything here is connected one by one. Now, another message, I'm sharing this with you because you can do this yourself. There is something that we can do, we that are in a twin soul relationship or soulmate relationship, to help another when they're not ready, or when they're needing work. They have their path they have to follow, and you have your path that you have to follow, right? We all have our own paths to follow, but we can help affect change in a positive way, especially when you are connected in such a spiritual way. Such powerful spiritual way. You can use your energy and your love and your healing to connect, and you say to them, as I'm talking to you, my solar plexus is literally spinning. That was what I needed to work on, was my solar plexus, the self-worth. Remember, my goddess energy, she broke right in the middle of her solar plexus. And so I worked on myself. I've worked on myself all this time. It was all about self-love. You work on self, and you can't love another until you fully love yourself. And my twin, that's the final part that he needs help with, is his crown and his third eye. And so I can affect change in this way. I can use my gifts, healer, heal thyself, and then teacher, walk thy walk, talk thy talk, and use your gifts, your healing gifts. So I use my healing Reiki energy to charge the crystals of the earth, which all of us can use. The crystals of the earth are here for us, to ground us, to heal us, to help us, to empower us, right? Also of the ocean. Shells also carry great energy. Lemuria and Atlantis are connected to the sea. I am the mermaid. I am a mermaid in the forest, right? I am all of these things. We are all connected to all of these great powers. I call this my Triton. I call on my own Triton, and I will charge all of this energy. My mother in spirit, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, as the angelic team. This was my mother's very, very important crystal. She left it for me. This is a Vogel cut crystal made by Marcel Vogel himself. Look it up. It's very, very powerful. It's being set out to pull the love in, and the archangels are standing above, protecting and healing and drawing that energy into the third eye and the crown on my twin. He's open to me. He's already told me. We're open this way. So this is my job. This is what I do, and this is what you guys can do. There was something else I wanted to show you. Let's see. I think it was about a specific crystal, and I haven't spoken much about that particular crystal. Where is it? It's, and I've added it. This morning I thought about this. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain. That's meditation. So your meditation, whatever great wave you're going through, whatever emotional experience, whatever thing you're struggling with, whatever you're trying to connect to, that's the great wave. So there's the great wave. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain. The mountain is spirit. The mountain is meditation. The mountain is connecting with the crystals, connecting with the ocean, right? I am representing all of the elements, connecting with the air, right? With the avian here, going to spirit, and connecting to the water. So we've got water, earth, air, and fire is all over my table. That's the passion, the dark and the rose quartz, anything of the wood, of that deep earthy, the garnets, the rubies. So we've got every element on this table here that's powerfully connecting, and they're all connecting. And when we have our intention on something, our intention is almost like 75% of the action is the intention. So that is the intention. My solar plexus, I got to tell you, I mean, it is literally spinning, 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 spinning. Now, what I did was I found another crystal to add to my twins. This is our story, right? This is me, and this is him. Protected with and surrounded. I am worthy. The pyrite, gold, the protection. The dragon coming out of the crystal cave. The cave surrounded by Herkimer diamonds. The cat finding balance. Putting his ear down to the ancient ones on the Anasazi pottery chip. I am worthy. Yes, you are. But what I added to the back, right to his crown, was a faded quartz crystal to amplify all of the intentions. This is selenite to keep it charged and cleansed, right? It charges and cleans all the other crystals. So it's added to the back. I just did that this morning. I knew that this piece was for something special and I didn't know what, but it's literally going right into his crown, right into the back of his head. And this is for healing relationships, helping to reduce or eliminate any family stress. So this is what was given to my twin today. That's my job. I'm putting this out here energetically. Whatever you need to hear from this, you will hear from this. He will hear it as well. As I said, my solar plexus is spinning, so I know we're connecting. And those songs that started were positive songs. This is the love of my life, my twin soul, period. And I have no fear of speaking it out, and I don't care what anybody else has to say. I was told by Spirit to speak out, and I am. So, all right, that's it for us this morning. Now, for all of us, I'm going to put you guys down on your side because I'm sorry, I do have to recharge our batteries. That's why we're going to the mountains tomorrow. We're going to recharge our batteries. Okay, the first message that we get today, we're working with the Universal Love Deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. Correct for neutrality on all levels. You know, I asked Spirit, where is it that I need to be? Where is it that I need to go? And I know it's brackish water. I need to be by the ocean where it runs into the sea, where the river runs into the sea. In a place like that. I'm thinking Cambria, I'm thinking Northern California, I'm thinking Oregon, I'm thinking all of those energies are pulling me. I love Sedona for recharging. I love Wisconsin for my soul family. But it doesn't look as though I'm leaving California. It feels as though California it's Northern California. It's maybe time for me to go up on a quest again. Big Sur always pulled me, right? Cambria, I love Cambria. Cambria would be a beautiful place to go. It's a small town. It's away from here. It's away from the city. It's very hippie. It's literally the mouth of the river is Moonstone Beach, and I am the Moonstone, right? The goddess energy. So I'm feeling like I'm being pulled in that direction. So I feel like a trip is needed. Cambria, I think, is calling me again. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Here we go. Listening. Alrighty. Let me see. I need something else here. I'm going to bring the cat forward. I'm going to bring the power of the cat. Because I need this. Okay. So the cat's going to hold us up. Right now, this one is lying back and she's listening. Or he. Right? It's like when I was talking to my twin this morning. Open up, babe. I'm channeling you. I asked that your crown, your heart, your third eye, your throat, everything. Hear the energy that's coming through. Feel the love, feel the guidance, hear it, see it, feel it, all of it. But what I'm getting mostly from this is feel. We need to feel. We need to listen with our body. We need to be open and vulnerable and exposed to the light that's coming. We are safe. This is the divine masculine, but this is also the star, your guiding star. Listen to your guiding star. The light is shining down upon you. This is a very healing. This is the color of the solar plexus, which is lit up right now on me. I am worthy. I am able. I can do anything I set my mind to. If I come from a place of love, all is good. I can express myself sexually. I can express myself verbally. I can express myself spiritually in any way I feel or see fit, as long as I come from a place of love. And it's self-love first. But I am open, exposed. I'm laying back, and I'm saying, Father, direct me. Angels, direct me. Mother Goddess, direct me. I am lying back on the earth. I am grounded. My arms are wide open. My throat chakra is open. My heart is wide open. This is a very powerful pose, actually. If you want to do this in meditation, just take a few minutes, lay on the ground, and roll up a towel. If you have one of those roll neck pillows, that would be good too, and lay it right behind your shoulders, so that you and so that it lifts this part of your body off the ground, and it opens up your heart chakra, fully exposing yourself to spirit. Heart, throat, third eye, crown, all of it's open and exposed. Your solar plexus is also being hit here as well. This is what we're focusing on, the upper body, right? And listen to what comes down, because you are receiving very, very important information right now from your higher self. Also, it's coming from spirit. As I said, the crystal that I gave my twin is my mother's. And I got that. I follow my intuitive nudges, and it's coming from my higher self, but also from my guides, and also from someone who's passed into spirit. Now, clearly, it's my mother. I already spoke of her. So for you are receiving important information, either from someone very dear to you who has passed into spirit, who is your guiding star. This could be your twin soul on the other side that's guiding you. That is your guardian angel. Or it is your higher self. But the information that you're receiving is going to help you. It's going to be clarifying. It's going to be shedding light on something that's very, very important to you. And over the coming days, Spirit wants you to do what Sandy did today, and what I'm planning on doing today, and what I'm planning on doing tomorrow. Relaxing and getting out into nature. Switch off. Get out away from the outside world. Get away from like right now, I've got the windows closed, but I've got a guy, he's a gardener, right? He's gardening down there for a neighbor, and he's got his edging tool is what I'm watching. I don't want the noise of even that, but when I look at that, that's what we need to do. This is about us tending our own personal garden. Edging of the borders is what he's doing. So it's about finding your boundaries, keeping your boundaries firm, expressing your boundaries to others. People don't know how to respect your boundaries if you don't state it clearly and loudly what they are. You are within your rights. Well, my husband loves me, is very protective of me, doesn't like me doing that, doesn't like me doing that, doesn't want me doing this. You're a grown adult. You express in a loving way, I am safe. I am guided. I am protected. I appreciate your concern, but as long as I do things that are wise and I'm being careful, I have the right to make the decisions for my life that I choose to make, and I'm going to do that. And if that's something that's going to be a problem, you're going to have to work on that. Now, that goes with everyone. I just used that example because that was a discussion I had this morning. It's understandable that people want to keep us safe. My dad wanted to keep me safe. My mom wanted to keep me safe, right? My mom wanted me to marry a rich man, didn't want me to follow my heart. My dad wanted me to be a lady and not be climbing trees and climbing mountains. Refused to buy me the 4Runner or the truck that I wanted ever since I was a little girl. Ever since my very first car. My father was very, very wealthy. Like, incredibly wealthy. And I was very, very blessed with material items. But I was never allowed to follow my path. I was being molded to be a wife. I was to be a mother. I was being taught how to be what they thought I should be. And it came from a place of love, but it was not a clear understanding. Parents need to mold and guide their children to be all that they are meant to be and that they wish to be, not to be fit into a mold that the parents wish to make. This is something that us as parents need to pay attention to. I was very careful about that with my children. Once they grew, also, their decisions were theirs. It wasn't for me to make that decision for them. So it goes this way also in spirit. We have free will choice. Our Father doesn't tell us what to do. It's our choice. It's our choice to be awakened or to stay asleep. You're all listening to this because you're choosing to be awakened, right? We all walk our own paths. We must have interpersonal freedom within relationships. It's very, very important to have private time, personal time, alone time, respect the space of each other. Two fully developed, integrated people are the strongest team. They recognize the power of aloneness. They recognize the power of self, and they come together to amplify, just like these crystals amplify. Each on their own are very incredibly powerful, but when they come together, their power is amplified. Okay? All of these messages are coming through as I speak. So bring your focus within. Listen to what your higher self is telling you. What is it that I need to work on? What is it that I need to do right now for my highest self? I'm waiting for my twin and I to come together. I know we are coming together. And what can I do to help? I can send Reiki healing to help affect positive change for him in his life. And I keep moving forward on my own path and do what I need to do to affect change within my life. Mine is teaching. Mine is taking care of self. Self-worth, that was my issue. My issue was self-worth. What do I need to do to make myself better about me? Well, I want to be comfortable naked. So what do I have to do? I need to be exercising. I need to be getting out in nature. I need to be motivating myself more. So use my time to do that. I want to sculpt my body in a way that makes it stronger and healthier, with good food, with proper rest. Not spend any time being stressed out or crying or not happy because I don't have what I want in front of me at this moment. I'm going to take what I have right in front of me at this moment and I'm going to work with it. I repair this body that broke in the center of its self-worth. I make this body strong and healthy because I plan on living on this planet with my twin for a long time. We are coming together late in our lives, and I want every minute to be spent in a moment of bliss. And that can only happen if I'm healthy and strong and centered, focused and grounded in my spiritual path, my emotional well-being, in all ways. So we work on self. Pay attention to what comes up. There's something that's going to come up to you. You'll know what it is when it comes. It'll feel right. Usually when you're not expecting it. Usually when you're in a space of just relaxation. Okay, that's the first message. I love that. Love. There's so many messages that came up. As I was talking, I saw outside the most ginormous white crane. The white crane is the symbol of longevity, the stick-to-itiveness, the perseverance. It is the soulmate pairing. If you've seen whooping cranes, they are the symbol of soulmates. And what has to happen? There's a lot of work that has to happen. There's a lot of, you have to endure a lot of things. Relationships are tough. Spiritual relationships, emotional relationships, physical relationships, right? Within family, within friend, within spirit, within self. Integration of self. Relationships are hard work. It's about enduring, going the distance. What do you have it in you to go the distance? I sure as hell do. I'm an Aries dragon, and there's a reason for it. Ha! Love this. The goddess. Damn straight. The goddess stands there, vibrating and emanating the white light. Her crown chakra, look at that, right there. Her third eye, her throat, her mouth, everything, all the way down, she's lit up. She's got the divine feminine behind her, the goddess energy. This is the moon goddess. Moonstone Beach, damn straight. And there she stands, completely naked, open, and vulnerable. What comes to you when you look at her? I want you to just meditate on this for a moment. Take a look. What do you see when you look at her? I heard truth. Shine your light. Stand in your own feminine divine energy and love yourself as the goddess you are. Allow yourself to be open, vulnerable. Drop down any walls. There's no love coming into a closed heart. You are safe, you are protected, you are illuminated. There's white light all the way around you. You are completely safe. You have flowers in your hair. Your hair is long. Your psychic antennae is out, vibrating, picking up all of the energy from your intuition, your creative power. Her face looks sad. She's allowed that to fade. She's now igniting. I see the crystals crossing over. You know what this makes me think of right now? Rutilated quartz. So there's a message from the rutilated quartz. Sorry, I'm gonna give it to you. me see if I can quickly find the Rutilated Quartz. I want you to keep looking at her, and I want you to tell me, what is it that's coming to you when you look at her? Look at the colors. Solar plexus. Right through the middle of your solar plexus is yellow, the color of your solar plexus. If you have allowed your light to fade, you need to work on your solar plexus. It's illuminated. Work on the energy of your solar plexus. I certainly do. Here is the goddess right here. There she is. And she's broken right in the middle of her solar plexus. Most of us are. Now, this doesn't have to be a female only. This can also be the male. We all have the feminine and the masculine within us. But we're talking about your nurturing self-worth, your feminine energy that needs to be worked on here. Needs to be highlighted. Everything's lit up, but you've got your back to your intuition. What are you not listening to? Pay attention. It's coming at you. You are being connected with. This is like me connecting to my twin, right? I lit him up. I said, I've got Reiki moving through his body. It's moving through his body. I asked for it to go in through his crown and his third eye and fill his entire body wherever he needed it. Whatever he needed, it needed to work on that area. So the area that's being shown is the middle. I am capable. I am able. I am worthy. I am love. I am loved. I am powerful. I am strong. The solar plexus is what's being focused on. And the color of love, look at the passion and the healing from the heart chakra that's lit up all around her entire body. I'm also noticing the throat. There's emphasis on the throat. Do you see that? Zoom in for me. Look at that. And it's right there, that crystal. Do you see the crystal that I put on top of his head? That's the crystal. And it's highlighting the throat chakra. Speak up. Speak loving thoughts about yourself. Nurturing thoughts about yourself. Speak your truth. Connect and tap in to your intuition. It's all around you. The energy is moving through you. Anything that is diseased or anything that is feeling less than has been attached to by the Reiki energy, and it's pulling. It will flood out of you. Expect, no, you're doing this with us. I'm doing this with my twin, but I'm doing this with all of you. You can do this if you choose. The Reiki energy that's going through the body, it's connecting to anything that is diseased. Anything in the body itself, cells, blood, tissue, bones, anything. But as well also, because this is highlighted, self-worth, so emotions, auric field, anything within your body that is in the state of dis-ease, the Reiki has now attached to it. When it's filled, all of the organs, all of the cells, all of the blood, all of the tissues, all of your auric field, all of the feelings, all of the energy inside of you, when the Reiki has attached to it and filled it all, it will then flush out. It's going to grab and flush out anything that is no longer in your highest good, anything that is causing a blockage, anything that is causing your intuition to be dulled, because you have lost that for some strange reason. Here we see Rutilated Quartz. This is what came up to me. This makes absolute perfect sense. When you look at her, look at the body, look at the crisscrossing of the Rutilated Quartz. Look at the shape of the diamond. Self, higher self, spirit. Full circle completion, ascended masters. Do you see the shapes within? The Rutilated Quartz. And I have a crystal right here. Where is my Rutilated Quartz? It's actually in my twins cluster, so I'm not going to remove it right now, but I can show it to you. It's right there. Okay, all of these need to stay here because these are all connecting to him right now and he's being charged. So that's a Rutilated Quartz. And there's a Rutilated Quartz. Okay? So what Rutilated Quartz is telling you is that you are subconsciously receiving loving vibrations and loving thoughts from someone connected to your past. Clearly this is between my twin and I. An episode or a conflict is being healed. There's a healing taking place. There's love. There's healing taking place. And it's being reconciled. And what it's coming through for and from is forgiveness and unconditional love. So over the coming days, you will feel this energy reciprocating between the two of you, or between you and the situation, or the thoughts. This could be someone has left my life, passed into the earth, off the earth plane into spirit, and I'm angry. I'm having a difficult time. My body is breaking down. I'm having a nervous breakdown. I'm you don't realize that this is anger. This is fear and this is anger. This needs to be reconciled. You need to release this energy. You could be angry at God. You don't even realize it. How could you have done this to me? How could you have let them go? They weren't meant to go. Why does this happen? When I watch animals being hurt, when I see horrible things like that, I cry and I talk to the Father. Why do you allow this? This hurts me. Please don't allow this. They're innocent. Please don't allow this to happen. That's very hard for me. I work with this a lot. And so I need to reconcile that. It's very, very important to an animal empath. I am an animal empath. It's the most painful, excruciating thing for me. And it's hard for me to understand it. So I need to reconcile that. So it could be many different reasons for you. It could be a business situation where you've been taken advantage of, where you've been honorable and other people have been dishonorable. It could be a physical illness that you feel is unfair. Whatever it is, whatever the situation or the person or the event is, you're going to be emotionally and mentally reciprocating this loving energy as you reflect on this issue, this episode, or this person, or this, whatever it is that's filling you with pain. And this is a mutual exchange. This energy is not felt one way. When I feel my solar plexus moving, it's working in union with my twin. I know that. And through that mutual exchange, past wounds are energetically being healed. And any of the negative attachments, remember I said with the Reiki energy that's going through, that I sent through my twin's body, that you guys can also take a part of, because I'm doing this with you. I feel the energy moving through my body right now. Whoever is connecting me with me right now is receiving this energy. This is like a free Reiki healing for you right now. I do long distance Reiki and it's very powerful. So I have the energy moving through my body. I'm working with it. I've been working with my twin all morning. I'm working with Archangel Michael. I'm working with Archangel Metatron, especially for my twin. So these are the archangels that are working with us. Kuan Yin, the energy of Kuan Yin, which is compassion, forgiveness, and love, is also here and present. That energy is moving through. I keep thinking of fraction, like a fractioned, broken apart. It makes me think of that galactic cluster right there. This is very, very powerful energy moving through you, whatever it is that you need. So we go back to the goddess and we ask you, what is it that I'm feeling? What is it that what was I drawn to? What were the words that meant the most to me in the things that have been spoken about at this time? Allow your inner goddess to connect to this and pull this energy in. This is all positive. Anything that's negative is being released. You'll find yourself urinating or defecating. Probably by the middle of the day, you might feel a rumbling in your stomach, so don't go too far away from where there's a bathroom. If you're going to hike out somewhere, be prepared. Like, I'm serious. For you, it might be urination, but generally, you'll feel the rumbling in your stomach before. And that what it is, it's releasing what you no longer wish to carry. It's letting you get rid of all that shit. Literally. And remember all that water weight that I was holding? It's releasing that. So, this is powerful. This is the universe working through you and for you. And with you, through you, and for you. Allow it. Power, power, power. Damn. Okay, hold on. We're going to do one more and then I got to roll. I got to get back on my work line. Interesting that they pulled in the goddess energy. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the most powerful, most important, most helpful and healing message for all of us? Oh, this so much makes sense. Oh, and it's so nice that I get to use these crystals. I didn't put these crystals over to my twin. Isn't that funny? These are the only ones that I didn't, of my favorites, that I didn't pull up next to him. I thought about it, but they were meant to be here. I spoke about her. This is Kuan Yin, the goddess of forgiveness. Now look. Look at the color of forgiveness. that soft purple, loving energy. This is the desert rose. The desert rose, which is selenite. Selenite clears and charges at the same time. It's self-charging. Selenite rose. Aren't they beautiful? The desert rose. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Beyond, beyond, beyond love it. And here we see the goddess of compassion and forgiveness. And that's what we were just speaking about. I knew that Kuan Yin was present. So whatever the situation is, we were already shown that the Rutilated quartz is allowing this healing to take place, and it's coming through from the power of forgiveness. You must forgive. You must allow yourself to be forgiven, right? So if you have a difficult time, call upon the energy of Kuan Yin. I don't call Kuan Yin an angel or a god. I use the symbols and the energy of like Buddha, Ganesh, Kuan Yin. I speak with archangels and angels and a father, right? I as far as the others, they're symbols for me. But I do have her here because she is the goddess of compassion. I'm a goddess. She's a goddess. So she's like my sister. I resonate with her, right? So if you need to call upon the energy of Kuan Yin so that you can emulate this, you can have this open within you, so that you can allow this to happen for yourself, for others. The desert rose, this helps you in meditation. So go into a space of meditation. Use today. It's Saturday, isn't it? I never know what day it is. Who do I need to forgive? What do I need to forgive? Do I need help with forgiving and letting go and releasing so that I can be healed? Look at the colors again of the divine masculine, but also the solar plexus. The sun gives us life. The sun helps for new growth. Her crown chakra, her entire upper chakras are lit up by not only the divine masculine, but also the divine feminine within. Look at that. And then the purple, high spiritual color in between, drawing both together, the feminine and the masculine energy, reflecting on the solar plexus of self-worth. Clearly, our solar plexus needs work. It's being highlighted again and again. That's a message to me. I will continue working on my solar plexus. It's very, very important. It's very, very powerful. What comes to you? The stars. There's 4 stars. The ascended masters, angels. They're everywhere around you. You are completely guided, protected, and loved. There's no reason for fear. There's growth. Notice that she walks with a dragon at her feet. She has tamed the dragon within, and the dragon has now become her pet. So is there a dragon within you that needed to be tamed? Or is this your trusty companion? Is this your best friend walking next to you? You are guided and protected. There's been a lot about dragon energy coming up. Maybe you should do a dragon meditation. Go into meditation and call upon your dragon. We have dragons. We have angels. We have fairies. We have dragons. We have mermaids. They're all spirit creatures. They're all real. The energy is real. I've seen my dragon. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. It's a girl. And she's powerful and she's beautiful. I also have a male dragon. It's my twin. And he is my best friend. He walks beside me always. That's my Merlin. That's my dragonfish that I have a symbol of in my home. That mystical magician. So for you, what do you need to tame within you? Is it anger? Is it pride? Is it ego? Is it fear? There's something, all of it is connected to forgiveness. If you come from a place of love and compassion, first for yourself, and you work on your solar plexus, and you work on your crown, isn't that interesting? I need to work on my solar plexus, my twin needs to work on his crown. And here together it's happening. We're being assisted by angels. We're completely guided, protected, and loved, and there's absolute growth. And there is sunshine, a new beginning, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. It's all here working together as you walk forward on your spiritual path. She's radiating. The same as the goddess that was lying there, connecting to self and higher self, radiating the love, compassion, and mercy. That dragon is devoted to her. So there's something in your life that needs healing. We've spoken about this. Clearly the 2 chakras at this time that are being highlighted are the crown, third eye, and solar plexus because of the colors. And the best place for you to do it is outside in nature. Forgiveness is essential at this point in order for things to be healed between you. Any misunderstandings, any recriminations, any blame between you and another, between you and yourself, between you and God, between you and your spiritual path, between you and your work, between you and someone who has called themselves a friend and who's betrayed you. You don't have to condone what people have done if they've hurt you and they've been evil and they've done rotten things. You forgive the situation. I release myself from this situation. I forgive this situation. I've learned my lesson. I know my self-worth, says the sparrow. I will only be victorious if I recognize my own self-worth. That's a little chubby one. Love that one. Yes, singing. I speak my truth. I let my boundaries be known. I connect to nature. Right? So you don't have to forgive and be friends or stay in that situation. Hell no. You're walking away. See how you're walking away? You're leaving the problems behind you. You're freeing yourself from an ongoing negative attachment. You're setting yourself free because you've been prisoner to this, whatever it is. And you'll realize that what you thought was holding you as a prisoner, they're not holding you. We are free. As I said, remember before, there must be interpersonal freedom within relationships. But first you have to be free within yourself to do and say and feel and act as you feel is your highest good, as long as you're coming from a place of love. And you realize, wow, I was the prisoner, held by my own misconception. I'm going to forgive myself for believing that I was stuck. Look at the white cat. Oops, sorry. The white cat. The white desert roses. The white all around. This is truth. This is purity. This is protection. This is light. Allow your light to shine. The cats are independent. They're free. They have balance. You must seek balance in order to have freedom. Look at this. It's like these are the cat's paws, right? Also, self, higher self, spirit. I love this reading. This is amazing. This is amazing. I feel so connected right now to my twin and to spirit. I feel at absolute peace. 100% forgiveness of self and others. I give you back all of your power and all of your energy, and I take mine back. I free you and me from this situation, these feelings, these thoughts, these blockages. I free myself. I am free, says the solar plexus, says the goddess within us all, male or female. I am free. I am free to be who I am, who I wish to be. I'm free to grow. I'm free to move. I'm free to dance. I'm free to speak. I'm free to sing. I'm free to do anything my higher self and heart says is in my highest good. And I radiate this light and love out to others. I am not your victim. I am not a martyr. I am free. I am in my light. I'm in my highest light, and I shine as a beacon, an example for others as I walk my path in my highest light. I love you guys.